Alright, welcome back to another episode of Beer, Bacon, and Bros. Tonight you just got Keith and Chris here. We're going to get into our first beer review of the night. Before we get into that, make sure you're hitting that like button, giving us a little bit of subscribe, help out the channel. It's free to you. It helps us out a lot, and we would really appreciate that. So, jumping into the beer here, this is the Molten Lava Cake from Decadent Ales.
We did a Decadent Ales.
We did something recently, yeah. This one's coming from, that's right, Mamaroneck, New York.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, remember, it was always like Devil's Island or something.
Yes.
Or Satan's Island or something. It's something crazy. So, this is an imperial stout brewed with maple syrup, caramelized sugars, Madagascar vanilla beans, chili pepper, and cinnamon. That's a nice little combination. They got a little bit of sweet, a little bit of heat.
Chili pepper.
Chili pepper, yeah. 12.5.
Oh dear God.
12.5. This is a big one.
All right. Well,
this one might be a little alcoholic.
I was planning on going to bed after this anyway. Like 12 and a half is going to put me to sleep. So.
Oh yeah, it's going to definitely put you to sleep.
Oh my goodness.
Nice little dark color.
Dark.
It's like motor oil, baby.
That is legitimately motor oil.
That's motor oil, baby.
Like we say that shit sometimes, but that is motor oil dark. It smells a little motor oilish too. Molten lava.
It's got a pretty decent smell to it.
This better have some serious like fudgy chocolate taste.
So just smelling it, I get the maple syrup smell. Do you smell the maple?
Yeah. So
I get the smell. A little bit of vanilla in there. You tasted it yet?
No.
Yeah. It's kind of thick. Kind of got like a very viscousy. It's very. I mean, it's not like that froth beer that we had, but it's
definite porter.
Well, it's stout, so it's a little bit heavier.
Is it a stout? Really?
It's a stout.
Oh wow.
Imperial stout. That's why it's
12
and a half. Yeah. I definitely feel like I'm eating a piece of chocolate cake. I get a chocolate cake. I don't know if you're getting it.
Yeah, I definitely get the chocolate. I get more of the cocoa powder than I get of chocolate.
Right.
But
I guess I'm not I'm not buying into like a Hershey bar, but I definitely feel like I'm tasting like a molten chocolate cake essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. I don't think it's that bad.
No.
I mean, it's definitely not something. It's definitely not up your alley in beers. This isn't something that you would seek out.
It's not something I would seek out. It's not something that I would turn away either if it's, in my opinion, a super high quality beer or, really packs a lot of flavor. I would like a kind of a cakey texture. Like, not texture to the beer, but I wish that you could taste the cake to it, right?
Right.
Like, this just really kind of feels like a really robust chocolate. Which I think many people would like in a beer.
Right.
But with the molten cake, I wish there was almost a little more fudgy flavor to it. Like I really just feel
a little creaminess.
Yeah, I just feel cocoa powder. Like that's all I really feel like I'm tasting here.
I can get down with that.
And I know that's like really specific, and you're asking for them to hit this like one point. But when you call it a molten lava, cake,
you want to have a little bit of creaminess to it.
I'm seeing this dark chocolate German style chocolate cake on the can. You want to feel like you're tasting that, you know what I mean?
With like a fox lobster.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of curious about.
It looks like a fox lobster. You'll see it in the video, I'm sure. But yeah, it's kind of weird.
I like the hat though.
The hat is nice.
That's pretty solid. Good. Good design.
It's a good can. Yeah, I like the can. I'd give the can like an 8 out of 10. I like the can design.
Yeah, I think the can's an 8 out of 10. I think that's fair. But thankfully, you don't taste the chili powder.
No, you don't get the chili. You don't really get
vanilla.
Well, there's a sweetness to it, which I think comes from the vanilla and the sugar, or the sugar and the cinnamon. But you can't pick up on like a specific note. Yeah. It's just sweet. At least in my opinion. I don't know if you're picking up on any of those notes.
No.
But to me, it's just sweet. There's not really a specific. Like I'm not getting sugar. I'm not getting. There's a little bit of maple on after it sits for a second, but
yeah,
you definitely smell the maple syrup.
Yeah, I'll give you that. In the smell of it, especially early on, I kind of honestly, maple was probably the first thing that I picked up note-wise.
Right. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, I don't think it's a bad beer. I don't think it's a solid. I don't think it's.
I'm not blown away by this.
Right. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's not something that I mean, would I get it again? Probably. Would I get it over something else? I'd probably try something else first before I got this again.
Yeah, certainly. I don't remember what we gave the other beer from Decadent, but I don't feel like it was a super high score either.
I think it was was it a lighter beer though, or was it another dark beer?
It was a lighter beer.
I think
it was a lighter beer. So, well, I'm ready for mine.
Go for it.
I'm going 7-1.
Okay.
So I do think it's got some cocoa powder like flavor to it. I think there's a essence of chocolate there. It's not the style, like it's not the way I wanted it to come off.
Right.
Don't think that pretty much any of the other flavors that are listed on that can is there. You can smell maple.
I mean, you get the sweetness, but you like we discussed earlier, you can't pick up on a specific note of that sweetness. You can't say, oh, that's sugar, that's vanilla, that's maple, but there is a sweetness to it. But I agree with what you said earlier too. I think if they put a little bit, maybe like a lactose or something in it to give it a little bit of creaminess, a little bit more body, I think that would make that a little bit better. It would cut some of that sweetness too, in my opinion.
Yeah,
so,
I'm with you there. So
the only thing I do like about it being a 12.5 is you don't get a big alcohol taste.
A huge alcohol burn to it.
Because typically, like I know we discussed this before, when you have those high volume or those like the high gravity beers is what you call them, but you typically get, especially on these darker beers, you typically get like an alcohol taste.
Yes.
And it's off-putting, but with this you really don't get that.
Yeah.
Which is good. So, you're in a 7-1.
Yeah, I think 7-1 is.
I think it's a fair score.
I think it's fair, but I also think it could be generous. I think there could be a good general population that would go below 7-1.
I think.
I think though, like I said, the way it's crafted, I think that they hit on some things. The hiding of the alcohol, can design. I feel just like it's 7-1 for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be at about a 7-2 on this. I'm with you. It definitely is more my style of beer.
Yeah.
I was going to be around like a 7.5, but the more we discussed it and the more we talked about certain things, I had to come down just a little bit.
Okay.
But I mean, it's great can design. I like that they did cover or mask some of the alcohol, like the alcohol content.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
But yeah, I mean that's a great thing because we've had some in here, even like tenors, and it's like good God,
in your throat.
Right. So. I think if the flavor, some of the flavors are a little bit more pronounced, I'd give it a better score. And even if we put like we said, a little bit of lactose in it, something to get a little bit more body, a little bit more creaminess, I think that make it a little bit better too.
Yeah, I'm with that. So, all right, well, go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah. So again, that is the Molten Lava Cake from Decadent Ales up in Merrimack, New York, and we had a 7-1 and a 7-2, and that's a review.